Hi, welcome to the Modern Renaissance Man. I'm Ben Cope, the Modern Renaissance Man, and you're watching the 3rd year anniversary show. Yay! All right. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. You're also on the 4th of July, so we're celebrating. Hopefully, you're celebrating the country and you're not planning some deviant act against it. Here we are, 4th of July, 3rd year anniversary of the show. Just don't get any better than that. As we're talking about the 4th of July, let's remember the military men and women who, whether you agree with their activities or not, they're over there working to defend our liberties, to allow people like me to stand here and be able to have free speech. So regardless of what you think about the war efforts that are going on around the world that we're involved in this country, appreciate the men and women in the military for this country.
Amen.
Speaking of interesting people, Pat McCrory. I'm not sure if he's interesting or not. Running for governor. He's basically, as I understand, rumor is he's going to present a package for new energy saving for state of North Carolina. He's going to go in on all the interstates that the government allow him to do, the federal government will allow him, and all the state roads. He's going to put bicycle lanes because he's anticipating that there won't be a whole lot of driving in the next few years. But that's the thing he's going to run. He did bicycle lanes in Charlotte. He's going to do them statewide. So we'll now have to deal with those bikers all over the place. Pat McCrory, running for governor.
Maybe we can ride our scooters there.
That's true. Another good thing interesting by government, local government, Bob Caterina. Don't you just love it that now they're getting turned down for the NCAA tournaments because they're not big enough? We knew that before they ever started the first brick. Bob Caterina can't pick up the NCAA. Well, very good city council and all those people who basically wanted to railroad in an arena into downtown Charlotte as if the other Coliseum wasn't good enough. And now we can't get major tournaments because it doesn't have enough seating. That's the vision, I love that, or lack thereof, of our city and county commissioners. Here's a joke for you, a light bulb joke. I always love the light bulb jokes. How many Democrats does it take to change a light bulb? 200 million. And then they all have to agree on, does the light bulb really want to be changed? How many Republicans does it take to change a light bulb? 0, because they outsource the jobs to China. I wish Hillary had gotten the nomination and was running for president. You're watching this, because those are records will probably never be broke. Here you could have had Hillary president, Bill becoming first lady, Chelsea back in again. It'll never probably happen again in our lifetime to see a husband-wife flip-flop team to get that record. So if you didn't vote for Hillary, you just missed an opportunity to make a whole kind of future there. But anyway, that's another subject. And we're going to get into some politics tonight. And speaking of which, that leads me into my soap. 4th of July reminds us of real visionary leaders. It reminds us of the real risk takers in American history. Our founders that signed the Declaration of Independence risked their wealth, they risked their homes, they risked their family, they risked their lives. These men risked everything for real change. Would any of our current leaders take such a risk? Not. Would any of our presidential candidates take such a risk? Not. However, I'll give McCain credit. He was in the military, so he's at least willing to sacrifice there, and I always believe in the military support of this country. There's the closest. I've been hearing the same political rhetoric now for 40 years. The last vision I ever heard was John F. Kennedy He wanted to beat Russia to the moon. Haven't really heard much visionary since then. I mean, we're talking 1963-4 when he made that speech. Presidential candidates, and yes, including Obama, are saying the same stuff, the same issues, ever since I could vote. That's been a while back. We need real leaders. We need people who would die for our country on the U.S. government level and not run to a bunker, leaving risk to others. On September 11, 2001, Bush ran to a plane. Cheney ran to a bunker. Our other Washington officials, they ran too. On July 4th, 1776, no one ran, and some later became president. Washington and Jefferson risked their wealth and their lives by signing the Declaration of Independence. Next time you vote, ask yourself, would this candidate risk everything to make this country or this state or this county or this city better? Would they risk anything at all? Are they truly visionary? And if your answer is no, I challenge you to go to the write-in box and put the words "no leader" in that box. And let's send a signal, send a message to our governments. We need real visionaries. We need real risk takers. We need real solutions. We need real leaders. We don't need reruns. And that's the way I feel. And with that, get the band up. We're going to do some tunes here. Dorn, Snow, Hannah Gallant are here. And I'm sad to announce that this show and the next show will be the last show for Anna to be on with us. She's blessed us with her presence and singing and talent. And we're glad she's been with us. And we've just abused her too much. And that's right. So, and with that, I'm going to turn that over to y'all. Thanks a lot.
I'm just a flower trying to push my way out. What can I do to be stronger? Will they like me even though I'm not their color? Or will the hatred linger longer? One says yellow, but oh, never red. With that I turn shades of blue, thinking of growing pretty on top. So yes, you may touch as I laugh when my thorn punctures you. See the others, they're just blades of grass growing all around me, yet they're acting as though they aren't small, as they're looking up at the trees. Small but in numbers, they make up their lies, telling me soon I will wilt and then die. Yet my petals aren't open, in fact, I'm barely exposed. One day I'll be a beautiful, beautiful rose, a beautiful, beautiful rose. Yes, are you jealous? I'm a beautiful rose, a beautiful, beautiful rose. So you don't like my color? Well, just close your eyes, 'cause my words are no different than yours. I didn't ask for beauty, I didn't ask for these thorns. In fact, I never asked for anything at all. Yet I'm judged before knowing the color. I am turning red like your blood from my thorns, but yet I still feel shades of blue. Yes, I still feel shades of blue. Blue. I'm a beautiful red rose turning blue for you. Blue. Blue for you.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Now that you've appreciate it, keep Dorn over there. We're going to give you a special talent here in a little bit. First off, let's do some of our regular housekeeping kind of stuff. This is the Modern Renaissance Man Show. We have a website. Please check it out, www.mrmtv.org. It's a blog site. You can get interactive with it, and somebody will probably respond if you want to do an entry. We also have email, mrm@together.net. Send some email. If you don't like what you hear, please send some email. If you do like what you hear, well, that's okay too. Send that. If you're interested in coming down in one of our multitude of viewer audiences here, we basically pack them in the room. Send me an email and see what you do if you'd like to come down. If you have an interest in television, public access, check it out. It's a neat way to have some dreams come true. With that, I'm going to mess with my director, and I'm going to get up and walk across over here to the band area, and I'm going to really mess with my audio management, Dean, and Dan's the director. And we're going to do a song here. Believe it or not, the last time I tried doing a song, it didn't make it. It got cut. So anyway, now what I can promise you is that what you just heard before now was much better than what you're getting ready to hear. But hopefully you'll laugh at this, because this is the whole point of what I'm getting ready to do. Okay,
Right.
That's if he needs it. For those of you who know the words, please join in. Wait for my cue. When your day is done and you're having to walk home, McCain. He let gas companies take all our monies, McCain. He was tortured and numb, so he's able to bomb, McCain. Says he'll take out Osama. Or was that Obama? McCain. He's alright, he's alright, he's alright. Wing, McCain. That's not so bad. He's against Iraq war, but he's voting for more, McCain. Says their freedom is key, but will he stick it to me? McCain. In 4 months we'll vote. You can jump on his boat, McCain. He's the leader they sell, but will he lead us to, well, McCain. All right, everybody. He's all right, he's all right, he's all right, Wing, McCain. One more time. He's all He's all right, he's all right, he's all right, Wing, McCain. Okay. All right, everybody give yourself a hand. You did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. We'll try to make sure this doesn't hit the cutting room floor. I spent too much time rewriting Eric Clapton's lyrics. Thanks a lot for his music. Maybe he'll send me some hate mail for what I just did to a song. However, with that said, I'm going to trash another song for you. Being the bipartisan satirist that I like to be.
You do this one alone.
Yeah, I'm going to do this one alone. This is a cappella, which is last time. That's the one that hit the floor. Okay. Going after a different candidate. We'll see if I can do this. Now, y'all join in. You know the words. It's a very famous song. It's been around a long time. And I'll give you a hint. It's to the theme of God Bless America. Okay. But you'll know these words are slightly different. You have to go through later on in the book when you see the words for the music to find this actual stanza or whatever you call it. What's the word? It's not stanza. It's
The lyrics.
lyric. I don't know. Just when they group the lyrics. Anyway. Okay. Here we go. Brock bless America, where chickens roost not doves. His preacher cussed her. His wife's proud of her. After the fight that knocked the Clintons from above, from young voters to the primaries, to racial comments, sending white men home. Barack bless America, the White House is next home. Barack bless America, our homies' new home.
Say, that was not bad.
Well, you know, that one won't make the floor either because I've got to save that one. So if you didn't like it, tell somebody else. Send me an email. With that, let's see what other kind of topics we got going tonight. 4th of July, a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of political things going on. My paper's hanging behind me. Basically, here's one of the key things I figured out. In looking at the presidential election, if you voted against Clinton, you're a sexist. If you vote against Obama, you're a racist. If you vote against McCain, you're intellectually superior, unless you voted for Clinton or Obama. So, CMS. I haven't talked about CMS in a while. CMS, our local school system, can't manage stuff. They says they stopped taking illegal aliens into the schools. I didn't know they actually had started. Now they have to figure out, and they have to figure out 40,000 students named Juan Smith or Juanita Smith, which ones are actually illegal and which ones is the incorrect name. They got their task out for them. What do? Good old Hollywood Gorman, who's from Hollywood, California, is here, and he's going to send principals around to different schools, as if that's going to help systems. So we're going to play the principal shuffle coming up this fall. Is that punishment to a principal? You're doing well at the school, so we're going to send you over to one that's not so well. Risk your life over here. You're happy with all the parents and things at one school, and now we're going to send you over to be abused. Question I have sometimes, a lot of people are against the Iraq War. I really don't particularly like war, but when is it enough for a dictator to kill lots of people? Yeah. We had a lot of things going on with that was going on in Iraq before George Bush decided to send people over there and avenge his father's failure. But yeah, what's his name? Hussein. He gassed women, gassed children. I had no problem taking them out. I think they should have. We need to find a nice way to get out of the country. We also need to find a nice way for them to start pumping some gasoline over here as sort of payback. I think that'd be pretty cool. Our guest canceled out tonight. We were going to have our artist person, Dixie Copeland, join us tonight, and she got ill. And then we were going to have our tattoo person, Joe Best, and he got ill, which I actually wanted to see because he's been doing some tattoos here lately. He had some really neat stuff to go. With that, though, not to be undone, we do have a guest, one of my favorite people in my life, person that's actually supported the show for 3 years, Jennifer Sanders. You want to come on out?
Yay!
Hey! Well, I'm supposed to shake your hand. Glad you're here. God, you seem so far. Oh, this is on at 8:30. I'm not. Could have done that or not. Yeah, that might be. Well, oh well. Let's be risk takers. Yeah, if we're gonna talk about risk taking, that's right. We kissed on prime time television.
That woman doesn't have your last name. What is your wife gonna think about that?
I gave him my life.
And that's what it said. One of the fun things, and one of the fun things in being married to this person is of the many, is the engaging conversations that we have. We come from quite different backgrounds. We have quite different interests. We do love the beach at the same time, but we sort of do different things while we're there at times. She reads and
You don't.
I don't. Not much. I like to read comic books now. I'm back to that. But one of the things that we did have, interestingly enough, that we were engaged with was politics. We've both been engaged in politicos, and you had claim to fame was actually working with Jimmy Carter campaign.
Yes, I did.
Back then.
76.
And I have the fame of actually voted for Carter the first time, and then voted against him the next time,
Exactly.
which didn't go over real well.
Well, I was a speechwriter. So.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Speechwriter for our mayor,
when he was Eddie Gant
Eddie Knox.
and Knox. Whoops, it's been a while. The two
That was
so similar.
Harvey Gantt.
Harvey.
Yeah, I know Harvey.
Eddie Gant.
That's right. That's
Eddie
a Freudian
Knox.
slip there, or something.
Probably
I don't
was,
know. Anyway,
'cause I did like Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey was okay. You know.
Eddie was fun though. He was that good old boy.
Yeah, it seemed like.
Oh,
Hey, people.
yeah. Did you know that's first
Yeah,
story?
the
It's so
spitting.
gross. Can I tell that story?
Yeah, go ahead.
That very first time that we were out, and first speech I had to write, and he picked me up, and I was just an '80s person, you know, with the big hair and the whole thing. And I was trying to be wet. He brought me in his limo, and I get in the car, and I'm trying to look really cool, and got my little pads there ready to do his little speech. And I sit in the back seat, and about that time he said, "Hey, watch for that spit cut back there." And my heel went right in it. And I was like, oh, God. I mean, he spits all the time. And here's the big limo, and he just kind of wads it up. And I was just like, ugh. Hope you're not watching, Eddie. So, you know. But anyway, it was a pretty disgusting moment. That's right.
Well, it doesn't matter if he's watching. We can take fair
He's a
game
good guy.
at.
He's a wonderful man.
You know what I'm getting ready to do here? We got to try to get this on. This is the host cam, because we hadn't done this here lately, because we always have to cheat the host cam.
Well, I
So
can't
here we
touch.
go.
I'll break it.
And so see if that's actually showing. The host cam, we claim to have invented it. And there's everybody. Oh, they've already slipped out of control. No, there's Dan's head. I thought he had slipped out. Hey, Dan, we got your hand there. The host cam, we've actually been going on, I think Dean always remembers, I think we're about 2.5 years.
On that?
Everybody wave goodbye to Anna and cry, oh,
We're
Susan!
going to miss you,
Oh, Anna,
Anna.
we're going to miss you.
Enjoyed. I'm gonna
That's
miss
right.
y'all too.
And there's our guest, Jennifer Sanders. Hi,
That's
glad you're here.
Yeah.
So she can miss you. She's leaving, so
There we
yeah,
are, the host
she can
cam.
miss y'all.
Somewhere up there, high up and about, I don't know if you can see her, way up there in the lights is the Roman host cam girl, Candace Copeland, my blurb co-host. And she's up there in the crow's nest. And she's got the best seat in the house. And before going farther, I got to do my movie. This is one.
Did you bring the Casanova one? We watched
Yeah,
that
but
night?
we'll talk about that next time. This is the one I want to talk about. From the library. Prices are great unless you're late. Can we get a camera on this one? This is a library tape. Anybody can pick that one
It's
up?
Cowboy- oh, no.
This is Cowboy Bebop. This is animated. Let me tell you what you want to see. Now, this is not for children. I think most of these may be
No,
rated
it's
R.
not.
But this is an animated movie, and it is a strange thing about bounty hunters in space. A funky movie. I stumbled upon it and read it, and then I saw it a few times and decided to actually check it out, and it was funkier than I thought. I can only watch, fortunately, this from the library version has about 5 features on it. It can put you to sleep sometimes, so it just sort of doubles up. It's interesting unless it's real late at night, and the animation, but it's pretty decent animations, and it's bounty hunters in space. Cowboy Bebop. I've never heard of it before.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
I just
Go to the
really-
library.
I hate your movie choices.
and,
I'm
you know,
sorry. I just can't do
Well,
it.
not all of them. But, I hated Titanic, and everybody seemed to like
I
that.
didn't like Titanic, but that was
That was
all-
sinking.
you know,
Cowboy,
this
you
is
ain't seen.
Cowboy
You haven't even
Bebop.
seen
It's a
Cowboy
silly
Bebop. You
name.
just
I
don't like
can't
the
say
title.
it. I know it's a silly.
So how can you talk about it? You haven't even watched it. Cowboy Bebop.
Cover's
Go to the
terrible.
library, check it out. Library's great. Prices are great unless you're late. The only really good thing in Mecklenburg County that is free, other than the ability to talk bad about the politicians, which is pretty easy. Back to that. Michelle Obama.
She's so beautiful and big.
She's a big woman.
She's a big woman.
Well, he's pretty big too.
I always wanted to be that tall.
Will she be the modern Eleanor Roosevelt of running him from behind?
She might be.
Yeah.
She might be because of her power. She's a powerful woman.
She's like she can
walks out
take
the
him
stage,
to the
she's so
cleaners.
Beautiful though. I mean, she
You know, I
walks
mean,
up-
he's sort of thin, and she comes up, man. She's like
Yeah, you know, actually, she has that body control. She's so
but
gorgeous.
she's one keeping him straight and not to get him. So he's got the nomination. So
Well, that's already taken care of.
I know, but I'm just saying. I bet she probably drove him.
Well, maybe
I don't
she'll
know.
maybe
Maybe
she'll
not.
want to run for president too, like Hillary did. You know, that
Maybe
might
so,
work.
but you know,
Yeah.
you never know. Bob's coming. You know, in our lifetime. That's At least 2012 or 16. That'd be 2016, I'm sure.
I don't do math, but
You know, well, that's okay too. One of the things I think about when I think about the parties. Wow, we're already that close in time. I missed the 5-minute
I was
mark.
having fun.
Oh, we're already down 3 minutes.
We got it.
One of the key things I want to at least mention about Democrats and Republicans is that I see them as a lot alike. They're both, to me, the animal farm thing. They're
They're
trying to figure out how to make.
now. Yeah.
They're both trying to figure out how to make everybody equal, but some more equal than others.
I guess so.
But
Yeah,
parties, they have that in common. You thought about that?
Well, but now they're merging together more now because everybody's like schizophrenic. I mean, I don't think anyone knows what anybody believes. I mean, you know, what Democrats used to believe? No. Republicans, yeah, I don't know who believes what anymore. It's really person by person right now.
What I always like to do is, the thought of getting around McCain and having some helicopter music and some kind of, watch and see if he dives under the
That
desk.
is so cruel. That's just not. That's mean.
And being cruel and mean, with that, we're gonna actually make it easy on you. We're going to take the show on out. Once again, I always want to thank my volunteers, camera people. This show would not happen without you. Dano, my director, Dean on audio, assistant director, all the wonderful people in there. Dorn and Anna on music. Anna, thanks a lot for being with us. And very glad to have you this time. And Jennifer, we will talk again in 2 weeks.
You think?
Some more politics, because the politics is still going. July's still going on, so we can still fire firecrackers and stuff. Well, maybe not in the state, but stay tuned with the politics. It's important that you vote regardless of what you think and whether you agree with me or not. I'm Ben Copeland, Modern Renaissance Man. Let's go on some music. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I can tell in your eyes exactly where you go, 'cause I have